Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, man killed in alleged bird shooting accident, hotelier being questioned. A man who is reportedly a prominent hotel executive is being questioned in relation to the shooting death of a man at a bird shooting exercise in bushes in Barrett Hall in St. James on Saturday. The deceased Antonio Davis, 38, a wood carver of Garvey Park, Trelawney, was reportedly accidentally shot about 6:30 p.m. It is believed that the fatal incident occurred after the executive's firearm went off prematurely as he took aim to fire at a bird. The tragedy occurred as the bird shooting season got into high gear this weekend in Jamaica. The man who was killed was reportedly employed to assist the bird shooters with retrieving their prey. Commander for the St. James Police, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, confirmed the incident but indicated that the details will be released later by the police force's communication unit. Senior citizen charged with sexual assault of 8-year-old girl in St. Catherine. A St. Catherine senior citizen has been arrested and charged with the sexual assault of an 8-year-old girl. The 78-year-old was charged on Saturday with 4 counts of grievous sexual assault. It is alleged that the accused was a friend of the victim's family and reportedly carried out the illegal acts during visits to the child's home. The child related the ordeal to a relative, and the police were contacted. The child related the ordeal to a relative, and the police were contacted. An investigation was launched, which led to the arrest and the charge of the elderly man. A court date is being finalized for his appearance. Patmore wants to face Dalrymple Philibert in next general election. Newly minted People's National Party candidate for Trelawney Southern, Paul Patmore, has made a bold call for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to select a former parliamentarian for the area, Marisa Dalrymple Philibert, as the Jamaica Labour Party's candidate for the seat in the next general election that is due next year. Patmore, a popular funeral home director in Trelawney, said he wants to give her a beating at the polls for what he cited as her poor performance in the constituency as Member of Parliament between 2007 and September of 2023. The businessman was officially presented as the PNP's representative in the constituency at the party's constituency conference in Albertown in the parish on Thursday. Dalrymple Philibert resigned as both the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the MP for Trelawney Southern in September of 2023. This after the Integrity Commission recommended that charges should be laid against her relative to purported false information in her statutory declarations. To date, there has been no update on the case, including whether the politician was ever charged. Despite the constituency being without a parliamentarian, all 4 JLP parochial representatives won their respective divisions in the local government polls in February. Dalrymple Philibert was reportedly seen on the parochial campaign trail, sparking rumors that she would likely represent the seat in the next general election for the governing party. The JLP has not formally announced a candidate for the seat or a date for any by-election there. And despite the Trelawney Southern being a JLP bastion, Patmore on Thursday told the jubilant comrades that he is pumped up and ready. In fact, Patmore told the media representatives to send a message to Holness.
Please, send the message to Andrew Holness for me. Tell him that the people of South Trelawney realize that he can't find a representative. But we're going to help him to find one. And we are saying, Mr. Holness, we know it rough, but send us Marisa Dalrymple. That is the one that we in South Trelawney want to give up. No one is right. But we want to give her a beat. We want to give her a beat. When you look at the conditions of the road, from Lina Parish to Albertown, we can't make a signal to it. constituency when not even one working fire hydrant. Yeah, make she get with my way. When you have 4 police stations in a deplorable condition, we're talking about our dams that we used to have. Where Bell Infante set up one in a Greentown, and Dalrymple and Devon McDaniel, through poor representation, they allow it to mash up and run down. Not even the pump is around right now. We can't afford to make Dalrymple go without a beating. So the only thing that I'm sorry for tonight is that when she sees this crowd, she gonna change her mind and say, boy, she never know one. That is the only thing we sorry for. People, comrades, we are ready. The time has come for South Trelawney to have better representation. Better representation.
JUTC to introduce new cashless system shortly. The government plans to introduce a new cashless system for the Jamaica Urban Transit Company in the coming weeks. This was confirmed by Transport Minister Darrell Vaz, who said it will be launched next month. Mr. Vaz said the cashless system is geared towards improving the revenue intake of the struggling state-owned bus company and will benefit commuters. The JUTC has dubbed the card a new way to pay regarding government's thrust towards a cashless public bus system. Chief Justice wants removal of unsworn statements from trial process. Chief Justice of Jamaica Brian Sykes is again calling for further reforms of the justice system. In a wide-ranging address at last evening's annual awards banquet of the St. Elizabeth Justices of the Peace Association, Chief Justice Sykes recommended the removal of unsworn statements from the trial process. The Chief Justice's latest call comes against the backdrop of the recent acquittal of Adidja Palmer, Vybz Kartel, and his 3 co-accused. Justice Sykes has also been pushing for an end to jury trials, but in Saturday night's address, he turned his attention to the issue of unsworn statements in the trial process. According to Justice Sykes, the vast majority of defendants chose the route of making an unsworn statement. He said this aspect of the criminal justice process should now be abolished. He also drew reference to the matter of unsworn statements and the impact these have on sexual offense trials involving minors as young as 6 years old who are called to testify. The Chief Justice insists the revamping of the matter of unsworn statements is ripe for change. Trelawney farmer charged with murder. A 24-year-old Trelawney farmer has been charged with murder following the death of 35-year-old Conroy Bromwell, otherwise called Smokey, of Spring Hill Stewart Castle, Duncans in the parish, on Wednesday, August 14. Charged is Anika Small, otherwise called OJ, of a Hague settlement address in the parish. Reports from the Falmouth police are that at about 11:15 p.m., Bromwell was walking in the town when a dispute arose with a man to whom he had loaned money. The argument escalated into a physical altercation, during which the suspect allegedly used a pair of scissors to stab Bromwell. The police were summoned, and on arrival, Bromwell was transported to the hospital where he was treated. He succumbed to his injuries on Saturday, August 17. Small, who turned himself into the police on Thursday, August 15, was charged following a question and answer session also on Saturday. His court date is being finalized. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.